Good morning, city kids. Good morning, city kids. Good morning, city kids. I'm glad that you are here. Good morning, city kids. It is time for Teacher Dodgen's art class. Today, we are going to make a hanging mobile. Mobile is something that hangs from the ceiling and it comes down and slowly turns around. You might have had it in your room when you were little. And it's inspired by an artist called Alexander Calder. And his mobiles are made out of steel and it hangs from the ceiling. I am so excited to make this mobile with you, so let me show you the materials that we'll need today. The materials that we need today are pipe cleaners, shapes made with thicker paper like cardstock, that's what I used, and a rod or a big thing that stays in the middle of a paper towel, or a rod or a dowel, any kind of piece of wood should work. And also a scissor. To begin, I am going to use a pipe cleaner as a wire. So I'm going to put it in the very middle. You can make holes in it with a screwdriver or a thick needle. If you're using a dowel, then you would just need to go around it and twist it like this. But since I made holes, I'm going to put this pipe cleaner through it. Put the pipe cleaner through it, and then I'm going to twist this so that it stays in place. And now I'm going to make a hook with it. I make a hook and then also twist the top so that this can go to the ceiling as it's hanging. And once you have that, then you can use different pipe cleaners, and I am going to put it through these holes that I made. And ta-da! I put all the pipe cleaners through these 4 different holes, and I decided to use blue here, light green, blue, and light green to match them. Once you have this, then we can move on to putting the shapes into the pipe cleaners to make them hanging. And to do that, you need to have holes in your shapes. So if you don't have them, I suggest making holes with the hole puncher. Like this. Also, I think I want to color this before I put it in. So I think I'll do that with the oil pastel maybe.
Now I am going to take some time to color these. First, I want to use white oil pastel and color circles. I have a circle here already, so I'm going to color a smaller circle with the oil pastel. So it's a circle inside a circle. And on the back, I'm going to do the same and put another circle inside a circle. And obviously, city kids, you can do whatever shape or patterns that you would like to make. After that, I'm going to do another one. Let's say I want to do brown. I want to do a brown triangle inside of a triangle. And then we'll do the back as well. A brown triangle inside of a triangle. And the next color I want to use is yellow, or maybe I will use peach. For this time, I'm going to draw a square inside of a square. But not just one, I'm going to do 2 different squares. 2 small squares inside of a bigger square. In the back, I'll do the same. Next one, I will use green because this one looks like a leaf to me. So instead of coloring it in, I'm going to draw a leaf. In the back too. Put a line in the middle. Wrinkles of the leaf. And there. Once I have these, and you can color as many as you'd like, I can start putting them into the pipe cleaners. So I am going to grab one end of a pipe cleaner, put it in one of this hole, and take it out through another hole. And you have to be very careful to put this through, huh? And then sort of push it up. And if this is where I want it to be, or I can make it a little higher by pushing it up, but if that's where I want it to be, then I'm going to grab this end and put it in here one more time to make sure that it doesn't move. Okay, and I'm going to put a next one, maybe triangle, through here. I only have one hole here, so I'm going to make another hole on the bottom to make sure that I have two holes. Put it through one, exit through another. Place it where you want to do. I want to put it a little below the circle one, so I put it right here. And then I grab the end, put it in the hole again, the bottom hole, to secure it in place. There we go. Next one would be this one. So same deal, I put it in one hole, go through another hole, press it up. Make sure that you go through the last hole to secure it in place. And there. Okay, now I have all these pieces hanging next to it. It's a little short. I want to put more shapes onto it. So I'm going to put this pipe cleaner longer by putting another one and twisting the edge. And I have a longer one. And I'll do that the same for the rest of them. Now I have extended all of my pipe cleaners, every single hole. So I'm going to attach rest of the shapes that I've colored by myself onto these. So I made some scribble scrabble on this circle, and I'm going to put it on one hole, come out of another hole, and lift it through to put it where I want it to be. And this is good for me, about this much distance from the one before, and put it back to the one that I just put it in to secure. Since I have a little more space, I'm going to put one more, and that would be this piece right here. I'll use many different colors. Put it through, and put it through the last piece, and then to secure it. There we go. So this line is done. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Ooh, while I was coloring, instead of coloring, I started using hole puncher to make holes in this, and I thought it made really interesting shape on the diamond. So instead of coloring, I just made a shape with a hole puncher. I love when I'm finding these new discoveries as I'm making artworks. Sometimes mistakes or things that I don't expect turn out to be so awesome. So I put that one on. That looks pretty cool to me, and I'm going to put a next one, which is a circle with the circles inside, but it doesn't have enough holes, so I'm going to make holes with hole puncher. There we go. Put it on one hole, take it out on the other hole. Put it back in to secure. And you go. The second one is done as well. Okay, next one is I'll start with the scribble scrabble on a leaf shape. I'm going to make holes, put it on one hole, exit through another, pull it up. There you go. Okay, now I have all four of these lines filled with my shapes. I really like how it looks, but I think I just had an idea that I can maybe secure where they are by connecting another piece of pipe cleaner and connecting here and on this one as well. So let me try that out. Alright, I finished with all of my 4 lines. Do you like how it looks? And I even put an extra line in the middle here and put some extra shapes that I had and connected with each line. And I really like the way it looks. I'm going to do it for the rest of it on the bottom here too.
Alright, now I have completely finished my hanging mobile with these 4 lines going down and these 2 lines going across, and I put all these extra shapes that I've made on this mobile. And I think this looks great. You can hang it from the ceiling like this, and you hold it like this, and you would turn like that. Oops. Alright, city kids, I am so excited to hang this from my ceiling. I'm gonna go do that right after this class. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.